Hello guys, welcome to another entertaining, educative and yet another interesting video here on Efom TV. My name is Efom Hine. Today I come to you with yet another educative video, and a lot of people have been asking me about such a video as to how you stock snails in a greenhouse. This is not a subject that is very much treated by a lot of videos or YouTubers, but today I'm going to take you through a real experience of how we stock snails in a greenhouse. So you can remember this greenhouse edifice behind us. I showed you a video of it at Gbechele. So this greenhouse, we planted our crops. We've waited for a couple of weeks. The crops have grown. I'll take you inside for in a minute for you to see how far the greenhouse has come up in progress. And look guys, if I take you inside, you are going to be excited already, because when we started from zero in this greenhouse, and today, as I can show you right now, it is ready for stocking. Now when we stock snails, it is either you are doing it very early in the morning or in the evening. So it is either you are doing it at before sunrise or after sunset. Obviously we could not do it before sunrise, so definitely we are going to do it after sunset. This is to allow for, you know, the coolness of the weather, because when the snails travel for a while, and you can see how we package our snails, you know, they've been traveling for a while. So when they come like this, they are already stressed, and you don't want to put them through another heat and other forms of stress. So you want to find a very cool weather to stock them. Now when you bring them to the farm, because of the long travel too, most, you know, snails, they work with the mucus in them. They've been drained normally because of the way they've been packed. If you look at this, we have about 700 snails in this one alone. So they've really been packed up, so they drain up. Most of the mucus leave them, so you would want to put them in water. You see, as we are doing here, we are putting them in water and give them a few minutes for them to, you know, kind of replenish some of the water that they have lost through the transit, yes, of the transportation from the farm to where we are going to stock them. So we are doing our counting as well to make sure that whatever the client asks for is what we have brought. So as we are doing that, I'm going to take a minute and take you to the greenhouse and show you what's happening, what's going to happen, or what's happening in the greenhouse right now. Now here we are stocking 2,000 snails. 2,000. So we have 700, 800, 500. We add it together, we have 2,000 snails that we are stocking. So come along. Let me show you how the greenhouse is doing. So if you enter this greenhouse right now, it's very difficult. It's dark. It's past 8 years, so it's very dark, so you can't see all through, but at least you can see how grown everything that we did here. Guys, I'm going to post how we started this greenhouse side by side with what it is actually now, and you can see the cucumber is doing amazingly well. Our pawpaw is doing well. We have our cassava inside here. We have sweet potatoes also here. Look at the cocoyam. This cocoyam, look at this one. Look at this one. The plantain is also doing very well. And guys, this is why I always tell you it is important to have a walkway in the greenhouse, because you can imagine if we did not have a walkway like I'm stepping on right now, it will be very, very difficult to navigate through this greenhouse without stepping on snails if they have been stocked. So I mean, taking you through this greenhouse, you can see how big this cocoyam is right now here. So you can see how big this cocoyam is, and I mean, that is one of the things I like about this greenhouse. I must say that for any greenhouse or for any farm of this nature to be successful, for any snail farm to be successful, it is very much through the efforts of the owner. Sometimes you work on projects, and after you hand over to the owner, I mean, they practically expect you to come back and do almost everything on the farm for them. No, this is an investment that you have made. I expect that once you make such an investment, you take charge of the project and make sure that you work on it to achieve the results that we have all planned that we are going to get. So here on this farm, I mean, I'm happy we are stocking today. It's been an amazing journey so far working with this owner right here. And after we stock today, what's left, we'll do training. We'll do training from head to toe, how to cater for the snails, how to cater for hatchlings, you know. I mean, look at this okra. It's already fruiting. Look at this okra right here. And you know, snails love okra. Snails love okra. And that's why we've grown okra. We have, I mean, everything that snails love, we have it in here. We have pawpaw here. We have our bitter leaf inside. We have moringa inside. We have cassava here. So they are going to have a feast inside this farm. So we are going to stock very soon. And you can see the footpath here. And we are going to stock very soon. So you make sure you get them enough water, like I said, to replenish the lost water through the transport. So you can leave them in the water for a couple of minutes before you start stocking them. Definitely when you bring them like this, because of the long travel and our bad roads, you get some casualties. So you see some of them have cracked shells, and those ones you separate them. So you can see some of them, their shells have been cracked. Some not too serious, and others too quite serious, like this one. And so this one might not survive, but this one may survive. This one too has a very big injury, so this one might not also survive, but this one may survive. So it's like that. So we are still going to stock all of them anyway. We are still going to stock them anyway. Yes. So after this, then you can drain the water gently. Good. You drain the water gently. And sometimes people ask, so when you are stocking, do you put all of them at one place, or you, I mean, put them at spots, different spots? And I tell you, even if you put them all at one place, the snails are going to find their way around. But it's also better if you put them at different spots. So I mean, they don't cramp up all at one place. So it's easy for them to move around. There's a footpath here, a footbath here. You walk in before you enter the greenhouse. So let's say we take this one to the far end of the greenhouse. And like I said, this is not a subject that is treated very much. You don't see a lot of people showing you how they stock their greenhouse. But I mean, this is a foam TV. We don't keep anything secret. We show everything. So we bring them to the far end, for example here, and then we are just going to deposit them just gently on the ground. Give them 30 minutes to 1 hour. They start crawling everywhere. So we have counted the first 800 and it is exactly as we anticipated it to be, so then we can trust that the rest of the counting will be also the same. So I mean, the treatment that you are giving them now, putting them in water, if you want, you can also grind bitter leaf and put them in it. So I mean, a bitter leaf solution and put them in it, or you can just go by water. Water is just fine most of the time. But if you think you have stressed them for too long and you want to add bitter leaf solution too, that is something that you can do. Okay, so we are going to continue our stocking. This set is also ready. We just pour the water away gently like we did in the first instance. Okay, so we'll carry them and then continue our stocking process. And through the stocking process, definitely there'll be some damage to some of the crops, and that's fine because there's little you can do about that. So we put these ones too at a different place. And so I mean, we put the first one in there, and like I told you, come and look at these ones. They're already crawling away. You see, these ones are already crawling away. You see, this is the first batch that we put inside the greenhouse, and already some of them are up and started finding their own way. So by morning you come, this whole greenhouse is filled with snails at different places. And so when you are walking inside the greenhouse, you have to be extra careful, especially when they start laying. You have to be very, very careful you don't step on. And that's why the pathway is very important. So you are walking only on the pathway. So we are just taking out our last batch, and we started stocking from the last end of the greenhouse. We are now in the middle, getting to the start of the greenhouse, or the beginning where the greenhouse begins. And this is the way to go for snail farming. I keep telling you, the old ways of keeping snails in boxes and doing them in small quantities, those are gone. We are now in the era of commercial greenhouse farming, commercial snail farming. And the best way to do commercial snail farming is through the free range system. The free range system and the greenhouse system is one of the best ways of keeping snails and ensuring that you have maximum returns, maximum productivity, and you really get your money's worth. And so, guys, Ghana very soon is going to be a hot spot for snail farming. I can tell you for a fact that in the next, give it 5 years, Ghana is going to be the center of snail farming in Africa. Why do I say so? I say so because of what the facts and the figures that are available to me. And I say this because of the kind of snails that Ghanaians rear. The Achatina, or the giant African snail, as we call it, is a prolific egg layer. Egg laying transforms to hatching. Hatching transforms to, juveniles, getting point of lay, getting table size. And in a year, if you look at how much or how many eggs the Achatina can lay as compared to the AMs, which is largely being reared in Nigeria. The AM lays about 30 to 50 eggs in a year. In a year, it can lay as much as about 50 eggs. Whereas the Achatina, in just a single clutch, and in a year, it can go as far as 3 to 4 clutches. In just a single clutch, can lay between 200 to 300 eggs. So guys, this is no match. And I can tell you for sure that if we keep going hard at, building bigger greenhouses, bringing in more expert and know-how, we are going to take over the snail market in Africa. And I'm very optimistic that we are getting there gradually because of how many people are getting interested, how many people are now investing in the greenhouse agenda of snail farming. So we are going to keep bringing you updates. Like if you look at this farm right now, this is where we just put in snails, and look, already they are going about. Some of them have even started eating already. And you see, I told you most of them will spread out in a few minutes, and you can see they've already started spreading out. Some of them are already climbing the greenhouse. So this is going to be a very interesting place. By morning, everybody has found their spots and they are doing very well. As you can see, we put a food tray here. And they've started climbing already. Some of them have started climbing the food tray. Unfortunately, there's no food for them right now, but there's lots and lots of food here. They can walk around and get whatever they want to eat, because you have your cucumber here, you have your sweet potatoes here, you have your cocoyam, plantain, everything that the snails enjoy is here. And look at this side too. Look at this side. Just look at them. I mean, crawling up everywhere. So this is a 2,000 capacity snail greenhouse, and we are building more. Thanks to you, thanks to everybody who is interested in the snail greenhouse agenda. We are building more. We are building 3,000 capacities. We are building 4,000 capacities, and that is why I can tell you confidently that very soon Ghana is going to take over the snail rearing industry in Africa. So thank you for watching our videos. We always appreciate you on our videos, and we keep bringing you the updates as you want, getting you the right information to help you make the right decisions in your farming journey. So if this is your first time on this channel, please click on the subscribe button, share this video, leave us a comment. If you have a question, put it in the comment section, and we'll be glad to respond to your comment. Until we meet again, this is bye-bye from Foam TV. See you again next time. Bye-bye.